Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of my PlayStation Move-powered walkthrough of The Amazing Spider-Man. Having escaped the Oscorp Tower during an outbreak of cross-species which caused the infection of Gwen and other scientists, Spider-Man has no other choice but to team up with the old enemy Dr. Connor in order to find a cure. Problem is, Connor is locked into a mental asylum after the events of the movie, so Spider-Man has to first set him free.
So, my fellow biologists are responsible. Those vultures. I wonder if Michael Morbius led the charge. Nice enough guy, but no one else seemed more interested in my research. Always insisted I focus on bats instead of reptiles for some reason.
No Batman out there, Doc. That's just ridiculous. There is a rat, though. And that rhymes, anyway.
And I'll bet that one's particularly contagious. You see, it's not the new cross-species themselves that alarm me so much as the deadly virus that's resulted as a side effect. And you say it's infected half my former colleagues.
And Gwen.
And Gwen. And our only hope is what? Alistair Smythe and his band of killer robots? To destroy the city worse than the virus could ever hope to. There has to be another way.
Well, you don't think I broke in here just to tell you the good news, do you?
Wait. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna get you out of here.
Really? Spider-Man breaking out the lizard from his cage? Who's the crazy one here?
I'm through discussing this. Time to make a decision.
Wait. If you do this, you must promise me. No matter what happens, when it's all over, you must bring me back here. Now, let's go before my medication wears off and I realize how insane this situation really is.
As soon as I get this door open, you run as fast as you can, okay?
Right. Got it.
At the end of the previous chapter we have gotten some points to spend for upgrades, so before moving on let's improve some of the Spider-Man abilities. The surprise attack upgrade is good for dealing with enemies we will encounter later in the game, so for now let's just unlock the web bounce ability, which allows to bounce off an enemy after a web strike.
Breaking out one of the biggest threats we've ever seen from a mental asylum? This'll look good on my resume. This looks like the one. Connor's getting time off for good behavior.
Hey, get away from there! No! It's emergency unlock! I can't override it! The patients can leave their rooms. This is your fault! You gotta help me!
I have to help you? You tased me, bro.
What the hell are you even doing here, Spider-Man?
Okay, I'll help you clean up this mess. But make sure your friends don't shoot me in the back.
I should shoot you right now! Get out of here!
I'm going. Just don't expect a friend request anytime soon. Everybody, go back to your cell for nap time, alright?
As you can see during this combat sequence, web shooting the enemies slows them down. If you persist, you can eventually immobilize them temporarily. Holding down circle rather than just tapping it allows to grab or web grab enemies and throw them accordingly to the direction you tilt the analog stick. When you fight against humans and other non-robotic creatures, you usually have the opportunity to immobilize them for good when they are stunned by pressing circle in their proximity.
Here's some more hurt! This is a coin toss, what do you say? Nap time!
Pressing circle also allows to dispose of active enemies right away once we have gotten past a given combo streak. Here is an example of that.
Hurts me more than it hurts you!
Spider-Man! Take that corridor and turn left. I'll meet you there.
Hey, wait! Guess he knows his way around this place. Time to get these guys in their cells and play nurse to the injured.
Oh, I thought you were one of them. They're everywhere. You need to help the others. Oh, they said this job would be easier. Don't hurt me! Oh God, no! Don't hurt me! Oh God, no!
Here we are introduced to another element of the combat system, which involves using objects to your advantage. You simply web rush toward the blinking object and Spider-Man will automatically pick it up and throw it at the closest threat. Enemies hit by such objects will be incapacitated for a while, just like they do when you punch them enough times. This is a very useful move for quickly disposing of large enemy packs.
I don't care! Peter, over here! I'll open the gate!
Talk about timing.
Be careful, this place is being torn apart.
I hear you. Meet you up ahead?
I'll be there. I checked the security monitors. Looks like the corridor's clear.
Good. At least some of the doors are still locked. I'm getting tired of this circus.
Failure. Lock mechanism disabled.
Let's dance, Spider-Boy.
Fighting, you'll just embarrass yourself even more. Just stay there, pal. That's gotta hurt.
Come on! You can do better than that! Right there, what, Spider-Man?
Come on!
Go! I think the situation is under control. It's time to leave.
You're right. My good deed quota's been filled. Let's give our goodbyes.
Good news. We're almost out. Once we clear the storage room, we'll be in the inner courtyard.
Was there bad news, Doc?
We're not the only ones trying to escape like that.
Do you think your time here has been beneficial to your mental health?
Yeah, that's right. Let's just twist away our problems. At least someone looks happy. I'll dance with you later.
And the spectacular Spider-Man frees the dashing damsel in distress. I'll thank you later.
Hey, come back! You know, you can thank me by getting back to your cell.
Seems like it's your turn to let me through.
Meet you on the other side.
Could you please ask them to stop shooting at me?
Hang on, Doc. I'm on it.
Up until now we have fought against unarmed enemies. Now we are about to meet some equipped with rifles.
We're the only ones left.
Since Spider-Man is not Superman, bullets do hurt him quite a bit, so you want to give priority to those guys. Luckily their laser sights give away their position, so it's not difficult to dispose of them with a web strike, at least when there are just a few of them around. Later in the game you will need to use other tactics to survive, as you will see in the next part of this walkthrough, when we are introduced to the stealth mechanics.
That's some for you! Knock, knock! Ready to give up! We're the only ones left. Does it mean it's all in my head? I don't care who wins now. I just need it to be over. I'm not alone. I'm never alone. Enough already!
Thanks, Pete. I thought we were done for.
It was a lot easier breaking in than breaking out.
Looks like everyone's breaking out.
Great. I'll have to deal with them later. Come on, Doc.
Where are we headed?
As much as I'd like to take a vacation, we need to get back to my apartment. Cops. Of course. Fasten your seatbelt, Connors.
This final segment of the second chapter isn't all that interesting, as you just web swing towards a safe place carrying Dr. Connors on your back. Nevertheless, it's rather amusing to see a man with just one arm capable of holding so tight around Spider-Man's chest to never fall off no matter how extreme Spider-Man's acrobatics are. I think that's fiction pushed a bit too far.
Never thought I'd see Manhattan this way.
Beautiful city, huh?
City I almost destroyed.
The past is the past, Connors. Let's focus on the future. Or at least the present. Let's go to my apartment.
So here we are about to enter the safe place, which turns out to be an apartment belonging to an old man figure quite important to Spider-Man's very existence.
There you go. Door-to-door service. It's not much, but it's a quiet place to work while you develop the antidote.
You live here?
Are you kidding? I couldn't afford to rent a closet in this place. It belongs to an old friend of my Aunt May. His name's Stan. I'm house-sitting for the summer.
I don't know about this.
Well, the other option is going back to the lizard's lab. In the sewer.
This'll do. Where should we set up the lab?
Over here. I guess we start with getting whatever equipment you need to work on an antidote. There's the computer. Kinda old, but it works. A few books for reference over there, not much. Oh, there's a copy of Splice of Life over there. And the television. Guess we should see if we made the news.
We're stunned today when Kirk Connors, the lizard himself, escaped from the Beloit Psychiatric Hospital with the aid of costume vigilante Spider-Man. There's no clear motive for the breakout, but police have started a citywide search for these two extremely dangerous fugitives. Now, back to the main story.
I guess that's a yes.
Brilliant. Now they'll think you're the villain, Peter. This is all my fault.
Doc, if you help me come up with a cure, we'll both be heroes. I'll contact Gwen and see what's happening.
Wait, will you tell Gwen? About me?
I have to. Just another reason to create the antidote, right? Now, what are we gonna need to set up your lab?
For starters, all my research. I stored my files on a tablet with an Ouroboros insignia on it. But it won't be easy to locate.
No problem there. I broke into Oscorp once. I can do it again.
Peter, be careful. If Oscorp was continuing my work in secret, we don't know what to expect. This is not the same serum that infected me. It's a virus now.
So I've heard. So, ready to play God?
You do remind me of him. Your father.
Oh, Gwen's calling.
Pete.
Gwen! I'm glad you're all right. Listen, I'm with Connors now.
I know, Peter. The whole city knows. You broke him out of prison?
It's a mental facility.
Are you out of your mind? You know what Connors did to the city. He created this problem to begin with.
And he can create an antidote. This isn't the lizard. This is Dr. Connors.
Can he bring my father back?
Gwen.
I trust you, Peter, but I can't trust him.
I'm sorry. I had no choice, but he's the key to getting you better. And right now, I need you to gather his research for me.
I can't. Dr. Smythe sent it to Oscorp's archive facility.
Just hold on a little while longer. I'm on my way.
Hurry, Pete. I know we're quarantined, but it feels like we're prisoners. Smythe says he's working on a solution.
I'm gonna get you out of this, Gwen.
I hope so.
Gwen's been through a lot.
I murdered her father, Peter.
You didn't kill anyone. It was the lizard.
I want to believe you.
Let's make Gwen believe it.
As you can see here, the apartment acts as some sort of hub where you can do a bunch of stuff in between missions, which I suppose are self-explanatory enough, you don't need me elaborating upon what you are seeing. For some reason the move tilt detection had gotten overly sensitive while recording this segment, making it hard to keep the camera steady, so apologies for the spastic looking around.
Hope you don't mind me setting up shop in here.
Anyway, as you will see in a second, you can also replay previous chapters from here, which is good since there are collectibles to be found in all of them, which you might have missed at your first go. You get the idea, so I will fast forward this part. By the way, all cutscenes are skippable by holding down select. Finally, selecting the window, you exit the apartment and proceed with the story.
Peter, wait. What are these things?
Oh yeah, I was working on those before everything went down. I call them my spider tracers. Long story short, if I stick this on a police antenna, I should be able to listen to everything they say.
Should?
I haven't exactly had time to try them out yet. No time like the present though, huh? I'll make a detour on the way to Oscorp Archives.
And so chapter 3 begins, which means we are done with this episode of my walkthrough. In the next one we will go after those antennas mentioned in the last cutscene and explore some of the activities that will keep you busy as you roam around Manhattan. Then we will be introduced to the stealth mechanics. It's gonna be fun, so don't miss it. Thanks for watching, see you next time, ciao!